Hello there, my YouTubers. Welcome to the Maple Leafs media availability press conference for tomorrow's game against the Boston Bruins. And I'm going to take you to the media conference between the Maple Leafs with the teams and the coaches. Enjoy what you see.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand.
Production-wise, the hottest start to a season you've had in your career. What are you, I guess, liking the most about how you have started this season?
Just trying to play, better hockey every year, and just trying to work on the game every year and try to get better. So it's nice to see that, getting rewarded for it.
What's something that you think you've gotten better at? Because you've always been at a pretty high level.
I think it's just getting better at, the stuff that I'm really good at, just improving those things.
Is there anything different about that, Willie, your approach to it, or is it just the way the puck's going right now, or the way your lines are going, or anything new, or different thing?
I'm just doing what I usually do, I feel like. Sometimes you get some lucky bounces. We had a couple of 5-on-6 goals, so, that obviously helps.
It's been something of a pattern of this team over the last even half decade or more, where it's sort of a slow October, November hits, and you guys go on a winning streak. You guys are 3-0 in November this year as well. Any points you guys to why that seems to happen kind of year after year?
I don't know. We had a great Halloween party in Philly, so.
What did you go as?
Darth Vader.
Channeling your inner Austin went on it as that. Why do you like Darth?
It was, ordered the costumes the day of, so, we didn't really have so much planning to do.
Joe Thornton's going in the Hall of Fame. What do you remember about his time here?
Just, awesome memories, unbelievable guy, legend on the ice. The way he saw the game and played the game was just incredible. It was just an honor to get to play with him when he was here.
Regarding off this, people said it was like having a California surfer in the room, kind of a laid-back attitude, and does that help, I guess, in the 82-game NHL season?
Yeah, he was laid back, but really wanted to win. So he was super competitive, but super laid back, and it's perfect to have a guy like that.
The Willie Styles nickname has stuck with you since then. What went through your mind the first time he called you that?
I don't know. I was like, what did you say, man? And then he just kept calling me, so.
You saw your most recent YouTube video going shopping with the other guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was that like? What's it, Oliver was saying your style is good and then not so good. How would you describe your style, I guess?
My style? I don't know, hard to describe, but I like to wear some baggy clothes, so that's my style.
Oliver was saying he didn't get that outfit that he was trying on. How would you describe his style?
No, I think that suited him really well, so I think I might go get it for him and hopefully he wears it to a game.
Ask about Matthew Knies, just about what you're noticing about him. It's nothing new, but just his evolution this season and what you're noticing from him.
Yeah, he's just a beast out there on the ice, on the forecheck, winning pucks back, creative and making those small little plays, and, can score incredible goals too. I don't know if you saw a goal in practice today. It was pretty nuts. So, but yeah, he's just an amazing player.
You were lying on the ice.
Yeah.
Cool. What impressed you?
Oh, it was just a nasty move.
What's the focus on the power play right now?
Look, I think we've had actually good scoring chances, opportunities, getting zone entries and stuff like that. So it's just being positive, and we also got to hit the net a little bit more when we're in those high danger chances. once we get the shooting up, I think it'll be fine. We got the base there. We just need to get the puck in the net. So.
What do you think Oliver can bring to your unit?
Yeah, I mean, same as O, just maybe a little different look from Mo, just a little different look. So, sometimes just switching something up, can do something.
You've been around him, just real quick.
Sorry?
You've been around him certainly since
Yeah.
his return. What's that do for this group?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so nice to have him back, and having a teammate being gone for a little while, so it'll be tough. But nice to see him back in great spirits, and pumping the boys up.
Yeah, I want to start off. I have a few thank yous I want to make sure I say, namely to the Leafs organization, and starting with Brad and working all the way down for all the support they've given me and my family for the last bit. And it's been, I've really been blown away at how much support I've received, and with that, a big thank you to my teammates as well, and I've expressed that to them just for all the support they've given. And lastly, I want to thank you guys. I know I asked for privacy, and you guys have granted me that, so I really appreciate that as well. And thanking as we move forward now, I've kind of decided that all I'm going to say about my time away is that I'm disappointed to have missed time, and I'm very happy to be back. So I'd really like all the focus to be on my job to do here, and I don't want to create any distractions for myself or for the team. I think there's enough here to focus on, and all I ask is that you guys respect that. And if down the road I am interested and think it'd be beneficial to talk about, I'll initiate that. But I'll open up to you guys for any questions or anything. But I appreciate it.
What's it been like since you've been back?
I mean, just being back in this environment has been nice to see my teammates, to be back in Toronto, and watch us play, watch the Blue Jays play, and everything. It's good to be back here. Yeah.
How much? I mean, Brad said that you've been skating a bit on the ice. Like, where you feel like you're at, in terms of getting back into game action and the road to that point?
Yeah, I've since I've been back, especially, I've been really focused on getting back to game shape, and I've been at the opportunity to hop out and practice a couple of these days here, and I feel like I'm ready to go, and just want to focus on getting back with the team and getting back playing.
They've told us you're going to go to the Marlies. You know what that's all about. What will that experience feel like for you?
Yeah, I've obviously had a lot of experience there, and it'll be good to see some of those guys. And like I said, just very excited to get playing.
Joseph, what was the turning point that allowed you to feel good about returning?
Really, I'd prefer not to talk too much about that. As I mentioned, I'd really like to focus, starting kind of here, being present with where I am now. But like I said, I'm very happy to be back, feeling good, feeling ready to rejoin the team and go with the Marlies and help the organization whatever I can.
When it comes to how you're playing, what do you look at in terms of signs that you're ready to return to the level that you're capable of?
Yeah, I think from an on-ice standpoint, I think pace is something that I've found that is important to get up, especially if you're coming off an off season. So pace is a big one. Then, I just think also there's an eagerness to get back out there, and had enough idle time and sitting around, and don't want to be practicing too long and stuff like that. I just want to get out and get going.
Have you missed a significant time, like even in college or Marlies, to know what it's like to come back to a move and train like the NHL? Like, have you missed, what's the longest you've been sat out for injuries or whatever?
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I've had some experience with coming back from injuries and stuff, so I'd have to go back and look, exact timeline.
But you know what that's like to go from 0 to 60,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
What is
0 to 60.
the challenge of missing camp?
Excuse me?
Like, what is the challenge of missing some camp?
Get a 9 to 5, they said. Start a family, they said. Settle down, they said. And always have a backup plan, they said.
But what do they know?
The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid.
Yeah, I mean, in camp, maybe there's a bit more of a runway into the season. With now, you kind of go 0 to 60, but maybe like 30 to 60 as opposed to like the smooth ramp up. But no, I'm excited again, like I said, to get with the Marlies, and I think that'll be good just to get back in game action and feel the puck.
Do you have a ballpark of like how many games it might take you to feel ready to get back?
I'm not sure exactly in that respect. All I know is that I'm joining them and eager to play.
You spoke about the support you received from the group. Can you just talk about the brotherhood within the room and maybe how much more reassuring that felt to you to know that you had the support of everyone in this room?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great group of guys, and we've added some new guys that still working on building my relationships with them. But the bedrock of this team has been around for a little while, so I think if anything, it just helps bring people closer together. So.
Anthony was saying he missed the goalie hugs. What's it been like, kind of reuniting with him? What do you make of how he's carried the load?
Yeah. No, I appreciate the work he's done. Been great for our team carrying the load like that. It's not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing at all. So, he's been awesome. He's handling it great. He's the same mindset he's always in. So it's great.
How much, you said the team supported you, your teammates supported you. How much did that translate into like daily conversations with people or weekly conversations with people? Like how much were the conversations going back and forth during your absence? Probably the level you wanted, I'm sure. But
yeah. Again, I really don't want to talk much about that time. I really want to focus on, since I've been back. I appreciate that, though. Yeah.
Do you expect to join Marlies this weekend?
I think the plan is to go with him tomorrow, and like I said, I'm ready to play when I have to.
Curious for William, he's off the hottest start production-wise of his career. Like, what's impressed you about kind of his place to start this season?
For me, I think it's just his timely goal scoring. I mean, obviously, I guess quality of goals, in big spots and big moments that he's scoring for us to either take the lead, tie the game. I think that's been huge for us, and he's stepped up in a big way. And I think the guys have kind of rallied around that.
What do you think of his style off the ice? I'm not sure if you've been tuning into his YouTube channel, but he went shopping with the Swedes in the most recent episode.
I know. I heard a little bit from Yarny and OEL about it. So I've yet to tune in. I've watched the first couple there. So I've tuned in a little bit here and there. So it's been cool to see how he is off the ice. We see it every day how relaxed he is and whatnot. But just to see a little more behind the scenes and whatnot, it's pretty neat.
I really like to see Joe back. I know it's not the first time. Just sitting beside him, chatting with him, seeing him out there, get himself back up to speed.
Yeah, it's exciting for sure. It's great to have him back. Like I've said before, we have an unbelievable relationship, and just to have him around us again, and that competitive nature that he brings to our team, and his high energy. It's nice to have back in the room. So, as a goalie, you're always supporting each other and whatnot. So I think to have him back is huge for not just the team, but me as well.
How important are division games in a year when the division is so tight?
Yeah, you look up and down the standings. I think it's second, last place, or separated by 3 or 4 points. So, the 4-point swings, and we got a big one here tomorrow. So, we kind of know what this team's going to bring, and they're a feisty, hard-nosed team. So, we're going to want to put our best foot forward here tomorrow, especially on home ice. We've had a nice little run here, and we're going to want to continue that here tomorrow.
You appreciate, I guess, the Toronto-Boston rivalry from afar, I guess. What's been your personal success against them, or how have you done against them?
Yeah, pretty well. I think I played him once or twice with Philly, maybe once with Florida, but I played him 2 or 3 times last year. So I think we won, and I think we lost one overtime, and I think I had a shutout against him last year too. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always going to be an exciting matchup, and obviously Swayman's one of the best goalies in the league. So just to be able to have to rise up to that occasion against him is going to be exciting for me.
This dates back about a half decade now with this team, where they get to November, and then for some reason November is the month where things just take off. You guys are already 3-0 this month. Anything you can point to as to why that happens when the calendar?
Pick a template, any template, and make it yours in seconds. Turn boring data into wow moments. Give your slides an instant glow up. Start designing for free with Canva.
You knew she liked returning gifts. But seriously? A puppy? Next time, give a gift of hope. And the only return will be girls to school, safe homes, and a more equal world.
I mean, I think it just has to do with, just a little transition period to start the year. Obviously, training camp, you kind of have a lot of bodies, and then once you kind of get settled with the actual roster, it kind of takes a little time to find the right lines and the right chemistry between guys. So, that would probably be my best guess. But, it's nice to see. It's nice to start out the month so hot. But, so we had a couple big games here back-to-back against two very good teams, and then we go right to Boston. So, I think the style and the brand of hockey we've been playing the last couple games here is indicative of our record. I think we've played extremely well, and we're going to want to continue that forward here.
William said good Halloween party. That was the key. That was the key. Good Halloween party.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think it was just it was a good meal, and the costumes were pretty good. So it was exciting for sure just to be able to go out on the road, hang out with the guys, and just kind of let loose. And I think that kind of brings the team together. So let's see what holiday we got here coming next. American Thanksgiving maybe. Yeah, we'll just do that. Thanksgiving party next. So it'll be good.
You looked skyward after that second goal the other night. Like, what were you? What did you see or not see there?
Yeah, it's a tough read. I mean, obviously you get around on the ice from the blue line. It's always tough. But for me, it's I just couldn't pick it up. Three guys. So you just want to have your stick on the ice, and at that key point in the game, 2-1 towards the end of the second period. That's one that you're not going to want to give up. So for me, kind of just let it go and just try to focus. Like I've been saying, you just got to focus on the next shot. And kudos to the guys that came out in the third period and kind of stayed patient with our game, kept playing our game, and waited for them to make some mistakes, and that allowed us to get the the lead back, and then obviously take a 2-goal lead and then seal the deal there.
What inspired the new mask?
Just try something new, I think. That's what I'm going to say. So I, the blue cage, and it's been working for me now. So I'm going to stick with it. I think it's a little different and whatnot. So I'm excited about it.
Nylander's off to the hottest start production-wise that he's had in the NHL. What are you seeing as allowing him to kind of tip up his production?
Well, I think he's always scored lots of goals, but I think this year he's making more plays with the puck, and getting assists. But he's, like I said before, he's an underrated passer. I mean, he's a good playmaker, but he's always scored a lot of goals.
Craig, your team leads the NHL with 5-5 goals, but it's 30th in power play percentage. I guess, what do you make of the contrast between 5-5 offense and the power play offense?
Well, I'm not making excuses. We get one power play a game, maybe two. I mean, that's a little bit of a problem for sure. Well, now, in saying that, we got to do a better job of executing on our power play with the chances we have. And for me, we haven't executed well enough. And I think that's really what it boils down to. There's been plays that we've had in tight or good chances, we miss a net, or we didn't execute well enough, and that's the biggest thing for me.
Do you want to see more rapid fire in that?
No, I think we've been shooting the puck. If I look at the stats, we're one of the top teams that have shot the puck on the power play, and I'm not. That's good. That's not a problem. I think we got to keep shooting it. That you got to keep attacking, but I think we just need to execute better on our grade A chances.
What do you have to do to earn more power plays?
I don't know. You have to ask the league. I mean, I like our the last 8 games. I would say our zone time in the offensive zone is really good, and it's gone up. That's, to me, you work in the offensive zone. You make people take penalties. We just got to stay with it. There's not, we can't focus on it or worry about it. We just got to keep doing the work we're doing, and eventually it'll come around.
What have you liked about Brandon Carlo's game lately?
Just his assertiveness more than anything. I think if you watch his net front battles and physicality he's using, it's been obviously moving in the right direction. And I think, like I said before, pucks find him. He eats a lot of pucks and breaks a lot of pucks up with his sticks, and So he's been an effective player going back to last year for us.
Anything new about Matthew Nyes, or is this kind of what you see on a regular basis? Is there anything different about his game right now?
No, I think, what you saw last game with the effort, the second and third effort stuff, to me, when he's doing that, he's a very effective player. He's second and third effort guy with the body, the skill that goes with it, but it's all about that quickness and second and third effort. When he's on top of things like that, he's a hard guy to handle.
Where do you feel that Joe Wall's game is at through the work he's done in practice since returning?
I mean, yeah, he's fine. I mean, really hasn't had that much. I mean, but he's getting work, which is good. He's going to go down and play some Marlies here, so that'll be really good for him to get into action. So that's where I think start making some real strides, getting in games.
What was the idea, I guess, for Primo today in practice?
Well, just because we wanted Wolves to get that time, Stolarz, we need those guys, and he went over and worked with the goalie coach and some other things. So you have 3 goalies in practice. I wanted Wolsey to have the whole net.
You like McMahon and Robertson together. What do you? They always seem to come back together. They play together in the Marlies. What do you like about
I don't know.
combination?
Oh, they did that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Should have checked into that. Well, yeah, I mean, they played a lot together last year, obviously. I think more than anything, they have good chemistry together with their speed. They're both real quick players. They're fast. They get on top of things, and they get in the corners and work well together, and eventually the puck gets to the net and somebody's putting it home like last game. But I like that speed with Johnny. Just down the wings, they get on top of things, and JT, does his thing, what he does. So I just think more than anything, they played together for quite some time now. They have good chemistry together. They enjoy playing together, and it's direct, both of them. It's like straight lines, direct, get it in deep and go to work, and they expose people with their speed at times.
This dates back about a half decade now with this team, where you get to November, and then November for some reason is the month where things take off. You guys are already 3-0 this month. Is there anything you can point to as to why that happens, seemingly year after year?
I only can go by the last year and a bit I've been here, but I think what I'm seeing now, going back a little bit, even in October or later October, is just playing to our identity and understanding that this is how we're going to have success. And when we do it, we're pretty good. We give ourselves a chance to win.
Get a 9 to 5, they said. Start a family, they said. Settle down, they said. And always have a backup plan, they said.
But what do they know?
The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid.